Hello everyone, my name is Igor Lacroix, and the research I present together with advisors José Pedro Souza and Gonçalo Furtado Lopes is a continuation and digitalization process of prior research by Nuno Portas and Alexandre Alves Costa about the integration of sociological survey into architectural design for low-cost housing. Nuno Portas is a pioneer on systematizing the conciliation between sociology and architecture, influenced mainly by Paul Chombar-Delove's theories and practice in a context where many of the problems that we are still living today were already present. In other words, many of the solutions we are still looking for today have been rooted 6 decades before. Of course, we are facing an exaggerated condition compared to the 60s, but the overall approach remains. In the local context, Portas expanded over a decade to achieve evolutive housing theory in a laboratorial research inside National Laboratory of Civil Engineering, LINEC, based in Lisbon. Therefore, he could contribute with great impact to architectural culture with the consequent local ambulatory support service initiative that occurred in Portugal from 1974 to 1976. The research composed many reports from LINEC, and I chose one of them from 1966, which Portas shared with Alves Costa to further analytical research. The main document describes an interdisciplinary effort to process sociological information in order to help the architect respond efficiently to complex demands that defy the practice because of the quantity of inhabitants. First, they created a survey to interact with inhabitants in order to acquire information about their habitational needs, regarding their family characteristics, with questions that could choose a better type amongst a list of architectural types from all over the world. Second, the sociological information have been processed into a binary matrix that related each question from the survey with the demands of dimension, number of bedrooms, amongst other qualities from each type. Third, they created an analytical method to help understand the best way to rationalize selected types accordingly to the peculiarities of the assisted families. In summary, a process that combined great amount of sociological data with architectural information in order to help with architectural design practice. Besides understanding the theoretical and historical context, our contribution was the digitization of Portas and Alves Costa's research that generated an algorithm in Grasshopper to link together the sociological survey with the architectural typology database, a work in progress, in an automated process of selecting the best type accordingly to the inhabitants' demands. This digitization process helps the architect consolidate their choices with a scientific method in order to tackle the housing problem not only in Europe, but also throughout the world. We have to act now. We cannot afford to spend another 60 years with unsolved or underdeveloped work. This simple research has been tested twice already. First, on a social housing design project that architect Carla Barreto, my wife and life partner, had the opportunity to create. We simulated the survey and processed it by the algorithm, resulting in a perfect match, rationalized towards the specific characteristics of each site. The result was coincidentally a 64 square meters type designed by Nuno Portas. And that was when I realized the essential meaning of artificial intelligence. Because even though Portas does not work anymore, his architectural expertise continues digitally. Second, the digitization of spreadsheets helped architect Lilian Silva to calculate complex steel structures in an integrated computer-aided engineering and design process as part of an ongoing master degree research that I am co-advising in the University of Brasília, Brazil. The 60s pre-announced many problems that persist today in larger scale and in a more complex condition, and we still have much to learn. Our goal was to deepen knowledge on Portuguese architecture and contribute to its development with the belief that it can reach contexts of social demands and can tackle the emergency of our contemporary needs with the aid of technologies available and affordable. We would like to thank especially Professor Alexandre Alves Costa for sharing the original documents of the LINEC report. Many thanks to my advisors, José Pedro Souza and Gonçalo Furtado Lopes, for all the commitment towards this research, and to FCT for sponsoring my participation in this conference. Thanks.